Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we spoke with Usgrim, although it wasn't Usgrim. The soul, at least, belonged to the individual who set us on this path. That is terrifying. Can we just pause for a minute and speak about how apparently this guy's soul can travel from body to body? That is terrifying. That is terrifying. But we're gonna put our fear to the side for a minute.
Sure.
Because it is finally time to speak with Lady Webb. Is that... Oh, that must have been that door. Okay, yes, up the stairs. Up the stairs. We have an appointment with the mysterious Lady Webb. Now then, hopefully, if she's as powerful, I assume we're going through here. Lady Webb will see you now. Yeah, if she's as powerful as people say she is, then hopefully... Hello? Hi, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I expected. It wasn't a woman. That probably sounds really daft, but from everything, we'd heard about, because I swear down at one point there was like, oh, we think Lady Webb's lived forever, like she's immortal, or she's this really powerful cipher, so it seems like she's immortal because she just knows everything. I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't just a lady. Hello? The woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucence with extreme age, a gossamer veil over pale blue veins. Ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt patterned after some great, indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
Okay, this lady is not what I expected. I like her personality, though. This bit... Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I don't know who you are, madam. I don't know who you are. I don't know what I was expecting. It certainly wasn't you, but this is a happy surprise. She glances up from her readings for the first time and looks you over. Aloth frowns, scratching the back of his neck. So it's true. Those spies of hers don't miss much. Like you being a part of the Leaden Key, you tricksy bitch! Did they miss that? Give me the truth, Aloth! Why will you not tell me the truth? I'm not gonna lie, when he does reveal the truth, I'm gonna be sad. I can't keep making that joke.
Since then, as I understand it, you entered a quarantine district that is absolutely off limits to all civilians and somehow managed to walk back out with your life. What could possibly have been on your mind to make you do such a thing?
There's someone I need to find. I'm investigating a strange group. It was a personal matter. And here's the thing. If she's an extremely powerful cipher, then she can just look into our head and pluck out the truth. There is literally no point in lying to this lady. There is literally no point, because she can just be like, mind reading. You're talking bollocks. She needs to find the guy so that he can unawaken her. That is literally Ximena's whole reason for doing this. Like, the Hollowborn crisis, no. Oh, the Leaden Key, they're up to something, no. She's literally just following them going, please, unawaken me. unawake. I don't give a shit about your maniacal deeds. I don't give a shit about anything that's happening in this country. Please, just unawaken me and I'll go. I'll go back to the Valian Republics. I don't care. I'll go to Adir. I'll go to the White That Went. I'll go to anywhere. Just please. You did this to me. You can undo it, surely. Like, literally. That is her whole motivation. There's someone I need to find.
Not just any someone, though. Someone in the service of the Leaden Key. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
One of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to... I love how this is like a stated, like, potential reason for why the Watcher would be doing this. I really appreciate that I'm not having to headcanon why Ximena is doing this. That they're not going for, like, oh, you are just like a generic hero. The Leaden Key are up to some dodgy shit, so I'm going to solve it with the power of friendship. I'm a hero. Like, I'm really happy they're not forcing the Watcher down that path. They are giving you the... No, you want to find them because you want to become unawakened. That's literally your whole motivation. I love that they give me that. I absolutely love that I'm not having to headcanon like, oh, Ximena's saying this, but internally she means this. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I can just be plain with Ximena's motivations here. Again, there's no point in lying. There's no point in lying. One of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground, the pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Aora has ever known.
Oh, so I'm just checking. I was like, wait a minute, did I click the right one? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, shit. I had the feeling it wasn't just gonna be like John, who attends Leaden Key meetings on the weekends. Like, I had the feeling it was gonna be someone important. Oh. Okay. How do you know I seek that? Because she's a powerful cipher. She can do anything. I don't exactly know what ciphers are capable of. Then I don't think that Ximena knows exactly what ciphers are capable of. She doesn't know what capers a watcher... I'm gonna start that sentence again because my brain just noped out halfway through it. She doesn't know what watchers are fully capable of. She's just started on this journey. Like, I do think it makes sense that Ximena would just be like, yo, you control space and time. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what you do, madam. I'm not a cipher. I'm barely a watcher. Oh, yeah, I want to know all about this guy. What can you tell me about Theos?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it.
Ethelmore was saying he had read up on people who had the ability to move their souls from person to person. He even said it was speculated that it was one individual. If this person has the ability to move, like, effectively, would that stop them from dying? Oh, this body's about to die. Boop! I've moved myself into Johnny. And oh, Johnny's about to die 60 years later. Boop! I've moved myself into Jill. Like, this could theoretically be a way to make yourself effectively immortal. I can believe this. I can absolutely believe this.
What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Whitaker's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
Okay, scratch what I said. This man just keeps being reborn. I'm a read up on you, madam. Once I'm finished with this conversation, I'm digging into the glossary and I'm reading up on you.
That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
Nah, he didn't. We did find him. Kind of. We found his soul in the sanitarium. He did not give a solitary shit. I'm in two minds. Because on one hand, I'm like, if she's the most powerful cipher in the country, then theoretically she could be hopping mind to mind to try and find snippets of this guy. However, I'm also like, she's an old woman. She's a very old woman. She'll have lived. She'll have lived a long life, and if she's always been this powerful, then theoretically might the Leaden Key have sought her out? Might this knowledge of Theos be first-hand, rather than something she's heard on the grapevine? Current theory with this lady, she's gonna, like, okay, yeah, we can help each other, blah, 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 blah. And then it's gonna come out, yeah, we knew each other. Yeah, we knew each other. I don't know whether she's gonna screw us over, or whether he screwed her over, so now it's like, hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But what are you gonna say to this? What are you gonna say to this? How do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
I don't trust this. I'm thinking, did he give you that scar and you're just covering your tracks here? I mean, this isn't the same way I come by all of my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery. She's not saying I've never met the guy. At no point in this has she said I've never met him. I'm wondering if he's given her this scar. I don't trust you. I like you, madam. I like you. I do not trust you. She looks down at her hand, rubbing an old scar. Ooh. Go, will bite. How do you know I seek Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. It must have been a special occasion.
Yeah, she entered into our thoughts. We didn't even feel it. So she's good. Oh, yeah, I think you're exactly the kind of person the Leaden Key would want on their side, and I think there was a falling out, and now I think you're chasing him down. Maybe as kind of one last, like, okay, I'm old, I'm probably gonna die soon, because I mean, this is like a medieval world. People in the Middle Ages really didn't live all that long. So she's probably on borrowed time as it is. I'm thinking this is like one last go to track this guy down. And you're my best option. That current theory number 1 as to what's going on here. What else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal.
You got anything to say, Aloth? You got anything to say about that?
Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
Okay, I think we'll probably be able to come back to this. I have other questions.
Yes?
Okay. Dude. So many questions. How old are you? Ximena's just like, bitch, how old are you? How long have you lived? That was very rude, but Ximena's just like, yo, you comparing to my mind. I'm learning a lot of weird things. I just had a flashback to a previous life outside your house. Like, fuck decorum. Balls to it. She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with her fingers. You wicked woman. Where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Berith carry me off before I'm through.
Fair play, madam.
There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
I like you. Are you psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there. Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
What's that?
A quiet day at home.
She glances back behind her towards a small table and a queer smile finds its way across her face. Interesting. How did you come to be here?
Me? I started this place. In a different time, under a different duke. I impressed the duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
She winks. Tell me more about Dunrit Row.
All the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Deerwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood. If you think a few guards posted in our cities keep chaos at bay, you are very new to town indeed.
She shakes her head irritably.
We are Deerwood's cipher investigators, of course. But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster. And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Deerwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Deerwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes. But the truth is, I don't think many of them could bear it.
I know damn well I couldn't. There are so many things in this world. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't need to know this. I don't need to know that. Like Ximena, I think would. I think that's one of the ways that me and Ximena differ. We're both nosy, but I have my limits. I like my mum, for example, she way outstrips me in terms of like nosiness. Like she is like we'll both look out of our window to be like, oh, what's happening? And then I'll go, okay, you know, like someone's gone down, you know, that house down the road is getting visitors. I'm good. She'll be there, but like, who are the visitors? Who is it? Do we recognize the number plate of the car? Like, she will just like my mum is so nosy. She is so goddamn nosy. Like, she's never satisfied. I'm satisfied quite quickly. Ximena is never satisfied. Ximena wants to know and know and know and maybe blackmail people just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I think you could probably confide in Ximena, but maybe don't, because Ximena is not a trustworthy person. Ximena would use this knowledge to her own gains. Go on. Is there a Lord Webb?
There was.
What happened to him?
He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Let's talk about something else. She looks at you expectantly. Yep, there we go. What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you.
Oh, is it Dunreed? I've been saying Dunrid, sorry.
Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Very well, and if we refuse, she can just read our mind. We're talking to someone who reads minds, and can do so very easily. She admitted, oh yeah, I was looking in your mind earlier. We had no clue. I'm pretty sure with most ciphers, there's like a little bit, oh, you feel a twinge. And that's the audience's cue for like, oh yeah, this cipher is reading your mind. We felt nothing when she did it. If we refuse, she gets what she wants anyway, and we don't get any assistance. If we work together, then we get her information network. There is literally no point in refusing. Very well.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
Okay. Farewell.
Try your best not to die out there.
I won't. Oh, hello. You've leveled up. Alright. Yeah. So because we've done all of the main quests, we can just go straight into talking to her. I'm thinking. Oh, boo. Boo, let me steal from you. I'm gonna...
Consider it done. There. What did I tell you?
I'm not gonna steal anything. I just wanted the experience. The notes are scribbled in a cryptic shorthand. Okay. I'm thinking... Because we were told... I'm thinking of the guy downstairs. He was like, oh yeah, I've got a case, but I can't speak to you about it because Lady Webb hasn't vetted you. Something like that. Yeah, I'll have looked at all of these when I was last here. Yeah, cryptic shorthand. Yeah, those are both stairs. Yeah, I want to go see if we can get that quest. Stealing from the psychic people seems really dumb. That does not seem like a smart thing to do. Was it just you?
Good day, stranger.
Curran's quick hands are busy with the mountain of scrolls before him. Hello again, my mysterious friend. It looks as though you could use some help. Yes! Yes! So many secrets and trails in this city. You have but to turn a corner to find a fresh trace of something stolen, or someone missing. He flicks an ear. Unfortunately, we haven't the time to investigate them all. I'm supposed to be working on other matters, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse a cipher to be ruled by the whims of curiosity. Tell me about these cases. Yes. 1 case or 3, depending on how you look at it. He taps his clawed fingers together. 3 weeks and a disappearance at the end of each. Some might call it coincidence. I call it a clue. Lady Webb knows you, trusts you, so I shall trust you too, as long as our interests are aligned. Okay. I'll look into it. Why can't you look into these cases? I don't... Well, we'll ask this and then we're going to take the job because we want the money. Please, I spent a bunch of my own. I need more. Why can't you look into these cases? He pins his ears back. A matter of priorities, says Lady Webb. Many problems in Defiance Bay these days. Problems with more than a few missing persons at stake. I'll look into it. Where should I start? Sagani bounces on the balls of her feet. Just like one of those Valian whodunits. Read a few of those on the road. Helps pass the time. He grins, razor-tipped teeth showing between his lips. Copper Lane, Andra's Gift, and Brackenbury, of course. to talk to the ones who reported the disappearances, the only ones who know enough to care. Laura, Oli, and Elga. Who's missing? Did you find any leads? Let me ask you about something else. Yeah. Who's missing? 2 men, 1 woman. Lendry, Kendall, and Cora. Well, I am just about out of time for this episode. In the next one, we get some more information about these missing men and women. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, The Named User, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.